In this video, I'm going to go over the top Vision Pro accessories. I've had my Vision Pro for over 6 months, and there's some accessories that I use nearly every single day, and I'm going to go over those in this video. So let's jump right in.
This intro intentionally left blank.
All right, so the first one is an easy one. We're going to start off easy. The first one is the AirPods Pro 2. I love these. These are obviously great for a lot of different reasons. The speakers in the Vision Pro are pretty great. But whenever you're watching a movie or a show or just don't want to bother those around you because you can hear some of the audio coming out of the speakers, there's nothing better than getting your AirPods, putting them on. They have spatial audio, they have the adaptive audio, and they have great noise cancellation. This is probably one of the ones that I use more than any of them. Okay, so number 2, one you may not expect, and honestly, the AniPro head strap. If you haven't seen my review on this, check it out up here somewhere. But this head strap makes it very comfortable. It makes it so that you can actually use the solo loop again. But this guy here, I thought it was comfortable before putting this on here. AniPro did send this to me, but now it lives on my Vision Pro, and it basically makes, it easy to wear this thing for hours and hours and hours on end. And I've gotten to the point now where I put it on and I actually have to, have it plugged in while I'm using it because I use it for so long. So something I very highly recommend. Okay, and number 3 is a case. Here is my current case. I was one of the very first, early adopters of the Vision Pro. Bought it a few days after it came out. So this is the case that I have, and the reason I have this case is because when I bought it, there was nothing on Amazon. They basically had the case by Apple, a ton of random other cases for other VR headsets, and they had this, which technically is not a Vision Pro case. It's really meant for, it's like a very general, AR, VR headset case. But, it was only $14. I've also reviewed this case here. If you haven't seen it, check it out up here again. But, I don't travel. I don't take it out and, do a lot of wear and tear on my Vision Pro. I use it at home. I keep it on my desk most of the time or, by my nightstand. It's just a very simple, basic, put your Vision Pro in here. It's got straps, that clip on, and then you can take these guys here, put in the cables, the battery, so they don't kind of move around. And it's, a pretty hard case. I wouldn't say it's the best case because again, it was $14 on Amazon, but for just having it around the house, having it somewhere to stash away, or maybe if you're going somewhere close by to someone's house, it's a great case. And I definitely recommend a good case for the Vision Pro. If you're traveling, obviously you may want to get something more heavy duty, but for now, this is awesome. Okay, and number 4, not that I've been keeping count or anything, but number 4 is pretty simple. Magic Mouse here, I think that's what it's called, Magic Mouse or whatever, and then Apple's keyboard. So whenever I'm doing any sort of productivity, these are the things I use all the time. Funny enough, I almost didn't include the mouse. I actually almost only included the keyboard. And to be honest with you, it's because the eye tracking, at least for me, has gotten so good that I never really use the mouse. I do turn it on, I do keep it there. I use it every once in a blue moon if I can't highlight very fine text like a period or a comma or something like that. But most of the time, I use this, I turn it on, I keep it on my lap, and I type away if I'm doing productivity work, and it's great. This I definitely use every single day, and honestly, if I could take one accessory with me, it might be this one, just because it is the most functional and it is a productivity tool. So definitely recommend having a keyboard when you're doing some more intense, in-depth, long-term work on the Vision Pro. All right, so now number 5 is kind of connected to the previous one. And it's really my MacBook Air. Obviously, I also use it with Mac Virtual Display a lot. Anyone who has a Vision Pro probably also uses Mac Virtual Display a lot. And it's a great accessory because obviously there's some apps that are Vision Pro only native apps, and then there's other apps that are the compatible apps. And then there's the stuff that's just on your computer, on your desktop. And Mac Virtual Display is a great way to be able to work, but have more focus, have a bigger screen, have multiple displays, like your native email here, your native notes there, your native Safari here, and then your actual Mac OS desktop with all of those apps, things like Lightroom, DaVinci Resolve, whatever it is you use. This is a great accessory, and it's also kind of turns into a combo of when you're using your laptop or desktop, you can also use the keyboard and mouse that works with this on the other apps, in case you don't know that. A few people I've run into don't know that if you're using Mac Virtual Display, your mouse cursor actually moves and goes into the windows that are for the Vision Pro native apps. So you do have to switch a few settings, but you can do that. Okay, so the last one is a small one, and it's literally a small one, and that is the AirTag. There you go. It is kind of an accessory, not so much like a keyboard and mouse and AirPods, but it is very important to have that in your case. Stash it away, hide it somewhere on the case, not somewhere too obvious. And that's something that I feel, especially with as expensive as it is, you want to have it in the case, in the bag, wherever you're carrying it, so that you always know where it is. So that's it. Those are 6 accessories. I use them every single day. At this point, if I didn't have one of these, I would definitely feel like something's missing and it would screw up my workflow. So there you go. Let me know any of your favorite accessories in the comments below. Again, this is a new channel, so like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later.